Carl had just hauled up that nuclear bomb when disaster struck without warning. Sensing the danger, Carl violently shoved his two comrades aside but couldn't evade the massive shockwave himself. It consumed him instantly, costing him his right lower leg forever. Waking in agony, Carl was awarded the Medal of Honor for bravery by his superiors, yet simultaneously handed the icy order for honorable discharge. But Carl refused to bow to fate. He demanded surgery to amputate the mangled limb, opting instead for a cold metal prosthesis. He then made a solemn pledge to his commanders. Within 3 months, he'd return to full pre-injury capability and rejoin his unit. Harsh rejections followed. No one believed a disabled man could handle perilous underwater rescue missions. Even his loving wife tearfully begged him to accept reality. The stubborn Carl, however, wouldn't concede. Soon after receiving his prosthetic, he launched into hellish rehabilitation training. Yet brutal reality quickly shattered his expectations. Every attempt to stand ended in a heavier fall. After repeated humiliating collapses, Carl finally broke. Frustrated, he pounded his fists against that cold, unresponsive artificial leg. But in his darkest moment of despair, the instructor who'd once helped him appeared. The instructor called him a fool. Was losing your own leg to save others worth it? Then the instructor revealed crucial news. In 4 weeks, naval personnel would hold a medical evaluation board for Carl. Ostensibly assessing his recovery, its real purpose was to forcibly retire him. If Carl wanted back into the Navy, he needed to appeal higher up. The instructor could help pull strings, but Carl's performance at the board was entirely up to him. So began the grueling weeks where the instructor became Carl's fiercest drill partner. Carl's progress once again stunned everyone. For weeks later, his leg movement was fluid and natural. His running time even beat his pre-amputation personal best by a full 1 minute and 15 seconds. The hearing arrived. Summoning every ounce of courage, Carl pushed open the heavy doors and stepped into the cold, solemn hearing chamber. Unexpectedly, the high-ranking colonel presiding immediately sought to humiliate him. They argued Carl was past his prime, now missing a leg, asking, "What do you have to offer compared to young, able-bodied men?" Carl met their gaze steadily, replying calmly, "I lost a leg, sirs, not my determination or my skills." Publicly contradicted, the colonel, flushed with anger, resolved to put Carl in his place. He ordered his men to bring in a set of the Navy's newest deep-sea diving suits, weighing a staggering 290 pounds. If Carl could don it unaided and walk 12 unassisted steps on level ground, they'd approve his return. 12 steps was the maximum score on the elite diver's fitness test. The instructor started to protest this injustice, but Carl firmly accepted the challenge. For his wife and child silently supporting him, for this mentor and friend, and above all, for the sacred honor of service, he feared no trial. The instructor choked back his fury, silently helping Carl into the crushing suit. Helmet secured, an aide instinctively moved to steady Carl as he stood. The colonel stopped him cold. Let him stand up himself.